Hi, my name is Mr. Nick, and I am the head of the string department and a piano instructor. I do all sorts of fun stuff here. I lead our orchestra, I lead our cello ensemble, and I laugh a lot and have a lot of fun.
My name is David Daniels. I teach guitar primarily, but everyone teaches piano. I also teach percussion, and if anyone ever came to me, I could teach them some weird stuff that has to do with like electronic music and like using experimental electronic music. I studied intermedia music technology in school, so I was building instruments, data-driven instruments.
Gerard Maurer. I teach saxophone, clarinet, jazz improvisation, and music theory.
My name is Miss Queensy, and I'm a piano teacher and I direct the choir.
My name is Eric, and I'm the drum instructor.
My name is Carissa Body, and I am a violin and piano teacher here at BTC.
My name is Colin Spears. I teach brass and beginning piano here at BTC.
My name is Amora Bassi, and I am the founder of Briar Conservatory.
Okay, I actually really love this question. A lot of people ask me, and I have lots of inspiration from people like other teachers, my family, which is heavily music. Everybody does music. But for myself, I have this kind of burning passion for music, whether it's sharing really intense like music theory things or simply harmonizing with my husband, which I love to do. So I thought, like, what better way to keep that burning passion for myself and then also stir others onto that, so through education.
I became a teacher because I've always wanted a career in music. Unfortunately, I had an injury in high school. They made it not possible to pursue a career in music performance, but music is still very important to me. Obviously, it's a huge outlet for me in any time in my life, and teaching is a way for me to share that with other people and still, have it be part of my daily routine, and not something that just got forgotten because I couldn't perform to a certain standard, but I can still share that and help other people continue their careers in music.
I had a student one time a few years ago who she all her life, she studied piano when she was younger and she did all this stuff. And then she came into lessons with me, and I was telling her about some of this music theory stuff, and everything just clicked where it was like it was really hard to understand before. And as soon as I just said the thing that I always say, she was like, "Oh my God, it all makes sense now. This is so amazing." And I was like, "That's awesome. I want to keep doing that."
I became a teacher actually more or less by happenstance. I knew that when I left high school and was going to college that I wanted to keep music at the core of my life. And I didn't realize at the time that performance was such a narrow field and that teaching was such a wide one. And the further I went, the more I kind of fell in love with what teaching was and how it made me feel and the impact that I was able to have on youth. And I found that very empowering and meaningful.
I watched over the years many good students faced with the dilemma of not being able to afford an education in private lessons. And even at a young age, I recognized how unfair that was. That I think everyone deserves a right to an education. And those who are passionate about learning should get to learn. So I made the decision that I wanted to one day have a school where anyone who came could learn, regardless of their race, color, or creed, if they were passionate about learning. I will find a way to make it happen.
BTC goes head and shoulders beyond what other places do. It's not typical lessons of, show up and play your scales and go. There is that, and I mean, the study and the aspect of playing with an individual professor is absolutely valid and critical in growth and fostering real growth with an instrument like piano or any really. But movie nights and game nights and performance team and summer camps, and the list goes on. The scholarship program is also something truly incredible, knowing how many students are able to come to BTC to learn, not because of what's in their pocket, but because of what's in their heart. That's just incredible. What a great organization to be part of. I love coming here each time, every single day that I get to come to BTC.
Well, definitely the environment that is fostered around here. Making sure that everyone feels comfortable, is included, is inclusive, and also all the different events that BTC offers for students and families to feel like that they are very involved and to make it feel bigger than the concept of it.
One of the primary things that makes BTC better than other studios is that the support for the teachers, the support for the staff, and then the community that is fostered here. Other studios might just be like, okay, you're paying for a month, and that's all you get, and there's no care for the teachers or support for the teachers. What we get here is more than the sum of our parts. We get things that, again, I'm repeating myself, but it's community that's built here.
The thing that makes Briar Thomas different than other studios, and I've worked for a couple of them, is really that sense of community. We're so community focused. Every time I take a new family on an intake, I always tell them that we're more than just lessons.
Really much family oriented rather than like boss and employee, even though I call you my boss and stuff. But from like my experience of walking into like another place, like it's very much like there and them. But when it comes to here, my experience so far is like this is a family environment, both between staff and like bosses, and then also teachers and families. Like, so that's a cool dynamic that I've noticed. I've been here for 3 years.
I think BTC is different from other studios in the way that it has more community. Once again, because all of us are kind of working under the same umbrella, it just feels like a strong community of music, and that I know, other people's students as well as I know mine. And I don't think that's something that you're able to get in your basic studio experience where you're not affiliated with other teachers around you. And again, that's been very valuable in my career as a music teacher.
BTC is about patience, it's about learning, it's about growing, and it's about family.
BTC is about the love of music. It's about the passion of art. It's about our spiritual journey as musicians.
BTC is about family, quality music education, and pushing students past what they believe they can do.
Definitely community is, I think, the biggest one that I like to think about because it's so unique. BTC is unique.
I would say that BTC is about connection, BTC is about passion, and BTC is about family.
BTC is about finding the joy in community connections. It's about feeling supported and celebrated. It's about knowing that your children are deeply cherished here by our instructors who truly, truly love your children like they're their own. It's about family.
If I had one wish for my students, it would be to take your time and slow down.
One wish for my students. That's a really tough one. I wish for my students to continue to develop a love and a passion for music.
That I'm there for them and that they can talk to me about anything, and I'm there to support them just in life because life is hard. And to have someone who can just talk to you for those 30 minutes. I mean, I've had students who, we don't play music in every lesson. It's sometimes they just need somebody to talk to. And my wish is that all of them feel that way now and for years to come. If they ever got in any situation where they needed someone just to talk to, that they would know Miss Carissa will be there for me and she'll listen and she'll do anything she can for me.
I'm a parent, and so my one wish for my students is the same wish I have for my kids. I wish they could be happy.
There are a lot of students here that feel like they don't fit in. They struggle socially, emotionally. They may be neurodivergent or have histories of trauma, or just in general have had a difficult time finding a place where they feel a sense of belonging. My one wish for my students is that they learn to believe in themselves and they truly know what remarkable people they really are and how deeply loved